All right, my name is Ben. I'm with West Palm Dog, and right now I'm working with Willow, and I'm going to start with working on her, okay, with the watch and then the sit as well. Okay, watch is a really important command. It's the first thing that we want to teach dogs, because if we can get them to look at us and do what we call checking in, then we're going to be successful at the things that we ask them to do so much more often. Okay, so the way that I do this, I'm going to say your name, Willow. She doesn't look at me right away, so I touch her nose with the treat. I bring them to the side of my eye. As soon as she looks at me, yes, and I treat her. As soon as she makes eye contact, Willow, yes. It's okay if she's looking at the treat. We just want her to start looking up at my face. We don't jump. We don't jump. Willow, yes. Good girl. Willow, yes. Good. Willow. Hey. Oh. Yes, very good. There it was. That was good eye contact. Willow. Oh, yes, there we go. See, so that time, I waited a second and then she looked at me. That was a good one. Willow. Yes, good girl. That was so good. Yes, it was. Okay. So now what I'm going to work on her a little bit is the sit. Okay, now when we do the sit, we also want to get the point across to her that the stay is implied. Okay, so I don't want her sitting, getting the treat, and then just walking away or running off. Okay, I want to teach her to hold that sit. So, later down the road, when we ask her for sit, we know she's going to hold that sit until we either say release or we give her something else to do. Okay, so I'm just going to take a treat, I'm going to toss it. Here you go, Willow. Willow, sit, yes. And I'm gonna treat. Now I'm gonna quickly treat again. I'm even gonna do it one more time, then release. Good girl. So I'm starting it in just small intervals. Okay, get it? I'm just throwing the treat to get her to move a little bit. Good girl. Willow. Willow, sit, yes. Good girl. Okay, I'll treat again. Oh, you're running away from me. See what I mean? See how as soon as she gets the treat, she wants to go? Good girl. Yes, I'll give you one more. Here you go. Woo. Yes, and release. Okay, let me get some more treats for you. Let me get some more treats. All right, because you're doing so good. All right. Okay, we'll do this again. Ready, Willow? Willow, get it. Good girl. Willow, sit, yes. Good girl. I'm even gonna touch her nose, bring them to my eye, get her to focus, yes. Good girl. I'm not saying anything, because I just want her to start to you see how immediately she gets it, she turns around. Willow, yes, there we go. Now we're not moving, and release. Very good. Okay, we'll do this one more time and see if we can get a little bit better focus. Willow, get it. Good girl. Willow, sit. Yes. Yes. But we even have a little dog barking in the background right now with added distraction. Yes, there we go. And release. That was so good. That was so good. She's a lovely little dog. You are a cool little puppy. Yeah, oh, the scratchy face. All right, so the watch and the sit, two very important things. Watch is really the foundation of a lot of things. You'll notice the best service dogs are always constantly looking at their person. Okay, always aware of where they are, and waiting for like the next thing. All right, the next command. All right, you are cool. We're gonna keep working.